Yeah, feels like it's been so long since I've made a video. Hello out there. Anyways, I'm in Longmont, Colorado. I'm visiting, and I'm actually about to leave soon. And I've had some nice revelations while I've been here about art. Specifically as far as mine is, I think, for me, but really in general. And it's so obvious when you get there. It feels like the painting aspect is the connection between myself and art. Like just digging into it. It's ooey, juicy stuff, you know? And it's very heart-based and private and inner world, internal in your home. Just you and it, like the idea, the thing that makes you want to do it. And then there's the external part, which is like your art and you through your art. Right, is you, but mixing with the society, you know? It's not just about you with your art, it's about your art and society. And that is where I feel like a lot of my collage work and modeling and creative direction interest comes in, is working with other people to play in a shared world and create that kind of space, which is really fun. It's like so necessary if you spend a lot of time indoors, like in your own little world. I'm like, oh my God, look, can we please just make something together? Yeah, and I think there has to be room for both sides. And sometimes where we make the mistake, at least personally I do, is thinking it's just one or just the other. Like you just have to be out like socializing and like making stuff together to like get out there and be out there, or no, I just need to be like nose to the grindstone, making good work constantly to be known or out there. Or like, what is your goal? Even is your goal to be like known for art, or is it to make art? I think mine has definitely shifted over the years. Like in my 20s, when I was younger, it was definitely like, of course it was to be known for making art. And I don't know why that just seemed like the only way to be. It's like, well, I know about other artists because they are known by me, so in order to be an artist, they have to be known, right? Like, it made sense. But I think then the internet exploded and social media evolved, and now people are known for doing nothing, for just being. So it's no longer like cool, like the way to be an artist is no longer like, oh, do you know who this artist is? It's different, and it looks different for everybody. And it's really my primary goal now is just to find the time to be making the art, right? And it's cool to connect and talk about it, and it would be cool if it became a self-sustaining kind of train. But at this point, I think you realize you're in it for the like long haul. It's like getting a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You have to keep coming year after year, even when it like, it's not like, oh, you get a trophy, you get another belt, it's like that doesn't really matter. It's about, and even when some people like stop after they get to a certain point, like it really shouldn't matter what rewards you get. You're just showing up because feels good to do it. And same with art. Like once you get out of college, like art school, especially if you went to a specialized art school, like and you had all this like academic background paving your path, you get out and you're like, oh, you don't just like like some people get really lucky for sure, or then they work their asses off, there's like a gamut of experience, right? But I'd say like 80% of people don't get like that perfect art job, or don't get discovered right away by a gallery, or their Instagram doesn't blow up overnight, or the website, like all that kind of dream art career stuff, right? It's like a long struggle, and it's a lifelong struggle. And I think like at this point I'm realizing, like living in New York right now, I thought it would be like, okay, this is great, I'll be like in the center of all this art, I'll be like making stuff, but it became way more about like looking at the past, like being in a totally new place, like looking at the past several years of my life, and like so introspective and really healing, and like also disheveling in other ways. And I have been making art alongside that, but it hasn't been like the focus, because the focus is like life sometimes, and then later we like move through this life thing and then you're integrating it into your art, or you have ideas that come out of it, and it just all integrates back together. But I think that, yeah, it'll be, I'm in Colorado right now visiting for the last 3 weeks. It's been amazing to get sun. Like, my apartment in New York is like no windows on the first floor, the main floor, other than my roommates' rooms, and they're like in their rooms, you know. Main space, no windows. I'm in the basement. There's some light. And it's like honestly, it's like my favorite room that I've had probably. There's all these cool mirrors and a pole, and my friend made the comforter, and I just love it. I love that space. But it's like true about like vitamin D and sunlight. It's true, in case you were wondering. I can confirm. In case. Yeah, I think 3 weeks here, and I was supposed to stay only 2 weeks, and then I extended my trip because I was just like starting to cry when I thought about going back. It was like I was not ready yet, but now I think I'm ready because I've read all the books that I said I was going to read, and I've done a lot of work here for my other job, and it feels really good because it's all like creative direction and writing based, and so good, and just like the sun, like I said. And yeah, I'm super pumped to get to start integrating everything that I've learned into my life. And I'm like I read this SEO book, like this Get Into Bed with Google. It's like super short and like digestible. I read that last couple of days for my other job, and I'm so excited now. It's like optimizing my art website, like with headings and like, you know, little like paragraph breaks instead of space breakers, like for letting Google bots know that you're starting a new topic, like these little details that are going to be really cool to play with. And similarly, I have to do, well, I don't have to, but it's preferred, like reels for work for the Martial Arts Academy I work for, Easton. And and it's been really inspiring me to do them for my personal work with my paintings. And I think that has been inspiring me to work on other stuff that involves video that I've been really putting off for this fear, because I'm like, I'm a painter, like, you know, but also like sometimes you have ideas and you just like gotta learn the tool to get them out, right? Because you can't always rely on other people, which is kind of where I sometimes might use collaboration as a crutch. Like, just thinking, you know, that like, oh, I don't need to learn this tool because someone else knows it better. Like, yeah, sometimes like I prefer to like share it with somebody else, or like pay someone else, a professional like specialist, to do that. Like, that would be ideal. But I have been having a lot of fun learning video, and yeah, just because you don't do something as your main thing doesn't mean it can't be fun to learn. So anyways, that's my update. I've also been learning German. I'm on day 84 on Duolingo, and it is so much fun. It's sehr cool. Anyways, I love y'all. I hope you have a great afternoon, and adios.